Who you? Me?
All of us. But we have a lot more to plant.
Hello guys!
Welcome back. We have been extremely busy for the last couple of weeks. That's why we have not been so consistent with putting out new videos. It's been quite a challenge to get things planted and into the greenhouse.
Yeah, especially our first time.
Yeah, especially our first time. Still, the weather outside is up and down in Mongolia. It's been snowing for 2 days. Now it's going to melt, and then tomorrow is going to be
Sunny day.
19 degrees on
Plus.
Sunday plus, and then go back to cold again.
Yeah,
the weather is just going
crazy.
crazy. We've had so many comments from people wanting to know what have we put in our greenhouse. How does it look?
Finally, we already show you guys around.
This greenhouse, everything is growing so fast. Within a month, you probably won't be able to see anything because it'll be a jungle. So I think the best time now is just show you around.
Yeah.
And then we need to fix the water problem, since we have been watering by hand for, I don't know, the whole winter time. It's been
quite challenging.
Very challenging. So we just need to fix an easier way so we can just spray water. Let me show you around.
Let Ashley show you
around, show you what we have so far in the greenhouse. If you have been following our channel for a while, you would have seen how we built our beds. We basically have 4 raised beds in the middle of the greenhouse. We also have a long L-shaped raised bed in the front of the greenhouse. What we have basically done is divided them up. On this one we have different types of peas. We have some snow peas and we have some normal peas. They're already flowering. We already have peas growing, which is fantastic.
Oh wow, that's a huge. Look.
Yeah. Really nice. Really pretty. Multiple flowers. So that's all our peas. We have.
I actually didn't notice
some tomatoes down here. Yeah. Over here we also have some tomatoes and some different types of chilies. We walk down. Over here we have cucumbers. Over here we have different boxes of stuff that's going to go in the outside garden, but we just can keep growing it here until we can plant them out. We have onions, we've got root celery, and some cauliflower, and some cabbage, and some beetroots. These all along the front here and in the middle here are all our tomatoes. We have 11 varieties of tomatoes, and as you can see, they are already flowering, so we will get our fruit a lot sooner, which is nice. Here we have some more things that are waiting to go outside, some carrots, 2 different types of cabbages. On this bed we have our sweet peppers. We have 2 different types of sweet peppers. We also have 1 artichoke here, and at the back of the bed we have some Brussels sprouts. We have Brussels sprouts to go outside, but we're also going to have 2 or 3 in the bed as an experiment. Of course, along here we have a mixture of mints and herbs and more chilies. Starting in our front of our beds, we have some sunflowers, which we're keeping in here until we can plant them outside. Here we're trying something crazy. We actually have our little cornfield, 9-10 corn. This is probably going to grow right to the roof, but anyway, fun. We have some mints, some strawberries on the front.
This strawberries, people doesn't know so much.
Yeah, we have different varieties of strawberries. Over here we have some more artichokes. On the front bed we've divided it up into different sections. On the left side and the right side we've put some herbs that are going to be perennial herbs that we can keep harvesting and overwinter. So we have some chives and some sage, some oregano and some parsley. Here we have more strawberries. We're going to find a decent place to put them. Some dragon fruit. Here we have some more herbs. Here we have some ginger. We're just having it sprout, and then we will change it to another container. In the middle of the raised bed, we're just doing some fast-growing salads, and then we have different types of pak choys. Every 2 weeks we're coming to put new salads down. Salads we have over here are just about ready to harvest, and we will take those out and we will plant new ones. Here is some radishes which are ready fast to grow, so all of these will come out and we will put some new ones. Really tasty. So that's going to go into the salads. We have some more mint here. We're actually going to think of taking this mint away and put it into pots. Then we have some thyme, some rosemary, and at the back here we have some dill, and here of course some more strawberries. Just been figuring out the space that we need and what we're going to keep here for long term, like the dills and the rosemary. they will overwinter here quite nicely, and so over time, next year or the year after, we'll have really nice bushes that we can keep trimmed down. Tell us about all your tree experiments, Ula.
Yeah, I'm really testing that all the big fruit trees. This is my pomegranate trees.
Yeah.
And then this have 3 survived from the last one, but I have a new one, a lot coming. So
Yep. And you have lots of berries inside as
yeah,
well.
goji berries and blueberries,
Lingonberries.
and lingonberries and all type of berries. I start from the seed. Hopefully they all grow nicely. I'm really exciting. That's all my precious.
Yeah, at the back we also have mixed stuff all over the place. Some different types of chilies, celery that's ready to go outside. Here we have our 3 different types of mandarin trees, and so of course some more chilies. At the back here, of course, we have lots of Brussels sprouts that are ready to go in the outside garden. We have some specialty types of onions. They are really big ones. Different types of herbs that we're growing, different types of basils. We've been harvesting these already, cutting them back, and they will grow more. And of course, just some spring onions and different things. Just trying to find a place to put everything. So maybe we need to fix some shelving since we have a lot of strawberries. Maybe we'll even put a new greenhouse somewhere on the property because we have so many things and we have so much more still to come. That was a little tour of our greenhouse, what we have so far. Now it is soon the end of April. Hopefully by the middle of May we can start to have things outside as well. If there is something that you think that we should grow and try in our greenhouse, please let us know in the comment and we will try to put something in. We'd like to try as many different varieties as we can. We have some work to plan how we're going to set up outside. We need to solve those problems as soon as possible. That just gives us a visual.
Still windy, cold.
Cold.
We have so much plan for doing stuff in outside, but it's still super cold.
Yeah.
But still we need to do.
Cold, but it is warming up.
Yeah.
The great thing is that the weather is starting to warm up. The ground is slowly starting to defrost, which means that we can start working with the ground really soon. We've just been working out, putting some string lines exactly how we want to do it, so that we can have it all neat and tidy and we can make our garden beds nice and straight. Plus we have had some problems. If you have been following our channel for a while, we had quite a lot of rainstorms last year.
Yes.
And that caused quite a lot of problems because we are not completely finished with the outside section. If we don't get that sorted out before the rain comes, we're going to have an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
We have just been planning everything.
Yep.
Then we're going to have a digger come out. Let me show you what we're planning. Before the digger comes, we have got a little bit more cleaning up to do. As the we have piles
Not
of
a little bit.
we have a lot of metal and things lying there. Plus we need to clean up there so the truck can come behind here and do the digging. Daddy!
Are you okay, Daddy?
I'm okay.
Daddy!
Hi, Daddy! Oh, thank you, my boy. Yes, in the buckets. Good job. How does it feel to be back to work? Work.
Be nice.
So as I told you that we needed to sort out some sort of watering system because we have been hand watering and it's driving us absolutely crazy with this amount of vegetation. Basically what we have is we have this big blue bucket that's going to stay inside here, especially for the winter as well so it doesn't freeze. We just got this pump. We're just going to repurpose it and use it for inside here for watering the system. I'm just going to add the water going to the pump out to a tap fitting that then we can connect to a hose pipe so we can water a little bit easier. We have all the, I don't know, bits and bobs, all the pieces for it. We have some extra tubing. I have to rewire this one quickly so that it has a standard plug on it, since it has one of these, I don't know where it is, funny plugs. But anyway, I get this all wired up so then we can water the greenhouse easily. Here in Mongolia you find every single plug from all around the world possible. Don't like that, I'm just going to change it. Wow, the spider died long time ago. 3 holes into here. Now I just made some little holes. I'm going to put some wood in here so I can use a 40 centimeter wood screw just to entrance to this blue tank is on the other side, so we're going to turn it around, but it's full, so we need to water the garden first. So I just put a temporary solution here to there so we can test everything, water the garden, move this around, and then I can do a permanent feature. This is an old pump and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, we have to buy a new one, which is quite expensive, but let's get this going.
What's going on?
No, this pump doesn't work. So that's the problem. It was a really old pump, which means we're going to have to swap it out. So that's a couple of thousand for a new pump. But anyway, we really need to have a decent pump in here so that we can water all the plants. So we have to, anyway, we're going to have to take this one out and we will go and swap it for a new one. Pain, real pain. Okay.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
We picked up a new pump, had a good hard look at the other pump, and there's no way to solve this one, so there was no choice but to get a new one. Pretty much the same size. That's the flow rate that we're going to need for watering the garden. Just going to change the plug again, nice little Chinese plug, get this all connected so we can have a watering system here in the greenhouse. In and the out. Connected. I was able to just empty this out this morning so I can turn it around. This tap at the bottom that we had there had broken, so I just put a new tap there with a little filter, and then it goes into the pump up to the tap. We need to fill this up with water first, and then we can check to see if it works. Hopefully.
So dirty, baby.
We have water!
Yes! Wow!
Absolutely dirty from doing plumbing. It's nice to at least have a hose because we have a lot of containers, so it's easy to water that. We are going to do a drip irrigation or sprinkler system. Once we sort out outside, we're going to get a huge container so that we can connect all of that up as well. Yesterday we finished cleaning up. We have a couple of things to still sort out. We have the digger that is coming. They came to do an assessment this morning. It's a little bit frozen, but we're going to do it anyway because we're not going so deep. So what I'm doing actually now is I'm just marking off exactly where I want them to dig. We have a future project here at the back of the greenhouse, but we'll talk about that later. On this side of the greenhouse, we're actually going to do a slope of concrete with some gravel on top. When the rains come and it flows down to the greenhouse, go onto the concrete and then run to the front of the greenhouse. In this gap here, we're actually going to run drainage piping that's going to take all that rainwater around the side of the garden, since in June, July, there's a hell of a lot of rain coming. And this will protect all our food. So on this side of the greenhouse, which is the lower level, this is where we have the problems with the water, because all the water comes down here, crosses here. We're going to dig out about 15 centimeters down on this side, and we're going to concrete the whole thing across, because we're going to build another room here. So we have 2 doors going into the greenhouse. Here we have a bit of a problem, so they're going to dig out here, and we're going to build a wall, retaining wall with some stairs on this side, and we're going to dig out all of that way, since we're going to put in some drainage pipes from that side to that side. Dig out a little bit more on that side, and it'll make sense. Once we have digged out, we can start making new framing and make our water problem go away. So, yeah, just chalked everything up, and now we're ready. Whew.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
So glad we're not digging this by hand. Came close though. It was disgusting. So there's a lot more going to happen here on our homestead this spring. A lot to do. Very excited. Woo!
So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
Digging a trench, which is going to be 10 meters by 8 meters or 10 meters by 9 meters around, because we're going to build another foundation there for a future project, which we will surprise you guys with a bit later. Woo! Brings back memories of digging this whole place up. Hey Flamey! What have we done?
No, again.
Ooh, how many times are we going to dig this place up? This hopefully is the last time that we dig this up. Guys, we have started a few projects here that we're going to have to get done over the next month, because in a month we'll be able to get our vegetables outside, and they're going to need raised beds. So we're going to sort out this water situation. Nice that we have actually dug it now. It's still a bit frozen. The truck had a bit of a difficult time. It can defrost for another week or so. Definitely some exciting projects to get this outside section completed this year, and then it'll all be done. Guys, we're going to end the video here. We have a lot of planning to do. How are we going to put it all together? We're going to just spend the rest of this weekend with the family, just enjoy the few days that we're going to have, which is going to be warm weather. Next week we will get back to work. Guys, thank you so much. We love you, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know it's nothing new,
Gonna lift
but
up.
it's so good to see you.
Trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready.
Hey.